when you're fine-tuning your trading to get better and better, if you're kind of sitting there and saying, oh, I'm only winning 60% of the time and I'm not really that much of a profitable trader yet, you have to isolate down the problems that you have. I mean, we all have to look at ourselves. I look at myself every single day and I go over my trades and I say, why did I lose twice today? Or why did I lose once today? Or why did I, lose this last week a couple times? And I try to find, did I miss something? Did I not take the right pattern? What's going on? And I've noticed a lot of you guys always are finding, a strong move up, which is great, and then you get one or two sideways inside bars, and you guys are ready to jump on board and go willy-nilly with it. And, again, 60% of the time it's going to work out, but you're not going to get that 80% success rate unless you make sure you have all factors pointing in the right direction. Okay, so I just want to, I say that only out of love more so because I want you guys to achieve that unlimited greatness where, you have no stress in trading. You sit down every day. I sit down every day trading, and I know generally I'm going to make, $1,000, $2,000 pretty much every day. And yeah, I know one day a week maybe I'll make a little less, or there's even a chance I'll have a down day. But it's just the ease of doing it. I just know basically I wake up, I sit down, click a couple buttons, make my money, and I'm good. And I want every one of you guys to achieve that. But to achieve that, you got to be a stickler. You got to be. It's almost as if you have your, I don't know, your own business. You do have your own business. You're a trader, and you have in your own business. If you were running your own restaurant, you're not going to be okay if there are roaches in the kitchen, right? I mean, that's not okay. You're going to expect this is my restaurant. I want it to be perfect. That's the way you have to feel. Okay? Very important. Christian saying my biggest problem is a lack of patience. Any tips on how to fix it? You just have to, literally what I would do, and this will help fix it, Christian, have a checklist in front of you. Like literally make up a checklist with boxes next to factors of PPT. Time of day, price, pattern, time counts, every single thing, confirmation. And what I want you to do, and this goes for everyone, this will help. When you see something you like or you're thinking about, I want you to check off on your checklist the factors that it has. And if you were able to come up with multiple factors and it literally matches with some sort of time count, moving average, support underneath, like for instance on this one, right, on PBR, if we go sideways and we get if we get enough bars and you have the 50 MA sloping up with the 20, so the 20 comes up here, meets the 50 MA, this price comes in a little bit more with the time count. I mean, that's like a beautiful thing. That's putting yourself in position to make money. Probably about 90%, 9 out of 10 trades that fit that criteria will make money. The potash yesterday, that would fit the criteria, and it made us money. Okay? So again, guys, it's everyone in this chat room has the potential to be as good, even better than me as a trader. Every single one of you. There's not one of you that cannot outdo me in trading over time. But again, you got to say to yourself, I'm going to be the most disciplined trader because that's how I'm going to outdo Gareth. When I'm more disciplined and I take less trades a day than him, I'm probably going to make money on every single one of mine. He might have one loser. I'm going to make money on every single one of mine because I'm being even more disciplined than him. That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to see. I want some of you guys to instead, when I take a trade, say, oh, yeah, Gareth, but that didn't have this factor in it, so I didn't take it. Okay, good. Good for you. That's awesome. Be more disciplined. Yeah, John saying that's a good one, G, the checklist, that would help people have more in front of them. Yeah, and oftentimes when you have a checklist and you see what's checked off, you'll be able to say to yourself, okay, this is enough or not. And by the way, I could have four factors checked off. If time of day is not in my favor, I may not take that trade. So you got to keep in mind, there's certain weightings that you give for time of day. Yeah, Nathan saying making money on bad setups only reinforces bad habits that will come back to kick you in the butt. Yes. In fact, there are certain times where some of you guys post in the chat room that you made money on a trade, and I won't mention it. I'll just gloss over it. I won't say it to the chat room. The reason why? Because you didn't have the setup there, and it was a bad setup. So always remember that. I mean, there are situations where that's what I do. So for instance, let's say someone, bought a consolidation pattern that only had one consolidation bar inside, and there was no moving averages underneath, and all of a sudden they made 20 cents on it. I'm not going to mention that to the chat room. I'm not going to condone that. Sure, you made money, but making money on a bad setup is just going to reinforce negatives that will make you lose more money in the long run. Exactly, Parm. That's exactly the right way. Yeah, patience being in a trade is another thing, Christian, in terms of being patient as it plays out. The biggest thing is you have to ask yourself consistently, every single minute in a day trade, you should say, hey, has anything changed? Okay? And then the other factor is always when you get up a little bit on a trade, on a day trade, um, take half off, and then that'll kind of take the stress away, and then you can let the rest run or stop out break even.